Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome everyone. This channel is all about expat career and expat life. In today's video, I want to talk about 3 things that I think I did well to find the right career for me in my 20s. Because looking back, I was the most confused in my 20s. Because when you think about it, you're not that young, but at the same time, you're not that old. You don't really have a lot of work experience yet. You want to follow your dream, you want to take an adventure, you want to take a risk, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you are on the right career path. Well, at least that was for me in my 20s. And when you think about it, there are so many options that you can take as well. So I was really confused. So that's why I decided to create this video. But even if you're not in your 20s right now, maybe you are in your 30s or 40s or 50s or 60s or above, this video still can resonate with you because at the end of the day, we think about which career we need to choose, what career fulfills us all the time, no matter how old we are. So keep on watching and yeah, let's dive in right now. Okay, the first thing that I think I did well to find the right career for me in my 20s is trying new things, meaning saying yes to new opportunities. Okay, when I was in university, I had only one goal and one dream, which was to become a fashion magazine editor. So that's why during the entire university years, I was putting a lot of efforts to make that happen. I joined the university English newspaper team, and I also worked for 2 different fashion magazines. But, I realized it's just not for me. And when I realized it was just not for me, it's not something that I want to pursue anymore, I was really confused. I didn't know what to do now because that was the only thing that I was thinking about. And at that time, a new opportunity comes to me, which was working for an airline company, which I didn't really think about that much, but I knew that I love traveling and I like the idea of working in the tourism industry. That's why I said yes to this new opportunity. And while working there, one of my sales directors asked me to join her sales team as a sales rep. And at first I was like, what? Like, I never really thought about becoming a sales rep, and I was hesitating a little bit at first, but then you know what, why not just say yes to a new opportunity? You just never know. And it turns out to be one of the best decisions that I have ever made. And also when I moved to Singapore from South Korea, I changed the industry that I was working in from airline to the tech industry. And you know what, at the time I had almost no interest working in technology industry. However, I said yes because, why not? I just want to try out because at the time, I was not thinking of working in the tourism industry for a long time. I just enjoyed working in that industry, but it doesn't mean that it's just my ultimate dream goal, right? So I said yes to a new opportunity because I was thinking maybe working for the technology company is going to open a new door for me. And that's why I started my career as a tech sales in Singapore. And I think it was the best decision that I have ever made in my entire career. And also, while I was working for a company, even though I was really happy and content with my job, whenever a new interview opportunity comes to me, I said yes to almost every interview opportunity. Not because I want to change my job, not necessarily, but I was just really curious because in your 20s or even 30s or 40s or 50s, finding your core value is really hard. And unless you really experience new things, you just wouldn't really know what your core values are. It's very, very difficult to find. It's related to self-awareness and self-discovery. So for me in my 20s, I wasn't really sure what I am really chasing for, what really makes me happier in my career and life. For example, I wasn't really sure I was chasing for money, higher salary, Or I wasn't sure if work-life balance is really, really important for me. Or I wasn't sure if I want to be a manager or a director. I wasn't really sure my core values, right? So that's why I was constantly trying to find my core values by saying yes to new opportunities. So if you're not very happy or very content with your current job or current career, say yes to new opportunities. I know it can be scary. I know I know sometimes you need to take a risk. I know sometimes you're not really sure if it's the right career path. Sometimes we are afraid of failure. However, if you're not really happy with your career or job right now, I mean, you gotta try out. You gotta experience new things. You gotta say yes to new opportunities. You deserve to be happier. Okay, so that's the first thing that I think I did well in my 20s to find the right career for me. Okay, moving on. The second thing that I think I did well in my 20s to find the right career for me is working for a fast-growing company. Okay, I don't know about you, but usually when we are looking for a job, we tend to want to work for a big company, like big Fortune 500 company, etc. I guess it just seems cool, it sounds cool, it looks great, and we can brag about working for a big company. I don't know if it's just an external validation or external judgment only. I guess it relates to internal expectation as well, but nonetheless we want to work for a big company. Well, at least that was for me, and actually I tried it because I wasn't sure if that's what I want. That is for another video for another time, but actually I'm really thankful that I worked for a fast-growing company in my 20s because I was able to increase my salary really fast with promotion. Because when you are working for a fast-growing company, the company is really growing fast. That means you're gonna have a lot of opportunities to grow within the company. And B, you learn so much because when you're working for a fast-growing company, you are wearing a lot of hats, meaning you have so many responsibilities. So you can be so creative and you can work on so many different projects. And I don't know if everyone would agree with me on this. However, I think by wearing a lot of hats and having many responsibilities within the company, you are becoming less irreplaceable in the company because you are just responsible for so many things. Okay, last but not least, the third thing that I think I did well in my 20s to find the right career was building my career around the things that I can be really good at. Okay, in retrospect, when I think about it, I think I decided not to pursue my career in a fashion magazine industry because deep down, I knew that I cannot be the best. You know what I mean? Although I loved magazine, I love writing, I love meeting people, I love interviewing and everything. However, I didn't really love fashion or beauty stuff that much. I like them, but I wasn't really passionate about that. So I knew that deep down that, yeah, if I work in this industry, I will like it. However, I knew that it's just not my expertise, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So, and in my opinion, it's really important to build our careers around the things that we are really good at. I think the best case scenario, the ideal scenario is to find something that you're really competent at, you're really good at, but at the same time, you are really passionate about. That is the ideal scenario. However, I think in my opinion, it's still good to build our careers around the things that we are really great at. But let's say if you are not really happy at what you do, even though you're really great at, obviously we need to evaluate our careers, right? Because at the end of the day, you want to be happier. We all want to be happier with what we do every day. So these are all the 3 things that I really want to share with you in today's video. But if you can take away one thing, if you can remember one thing from this video, I want you to know that you don't need to settle for less. Keep searching for what you really want, because you really deserve to be happier. And also say yes to new opportunities. I know it feels so comfortable in our comfort zone. I know that. However, if we are ready to say yes to a new opportunity, you're gonna be amazed how your life is gonna be so much better than now. We just need to take a leap. Maybe, step by step. You don't need to just all of a sudden change your career or change your job right now. Just step by step, say yes to a new opportunity. Step by step. That's one thing that I really want you to take away from this video. And also, it's never late to start over. Whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s, above is never too late. All right? Find your core values. Really understand what you really want, what you desire in your career and life. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.